Welcome back. I am still at home on 24 hours curfew, but got a little dressed up today for this video. Hope you're all up to speed and you've watched all of my videos from last week. You should now have your budget. You should know where you stand financially and how you have been impacted by COVID-19 from a financial standpoint. Our topic this week is available treatment options for staying afloat financially during this time. Are you ready? A few housekeeping items. These videos are for information purposes only, so please contact your CPA, CFA, ACCA, what other A's you have, and make sure you run these ideas by them, ask them any questions you may have before you act. I am not diving into what your government did and what they should have done, uh, what stimulus packages they should have came up with. I am not dealing with that. What I'm dealing with is what they came up with thus far. I will give my ideas on those and see how we can best use them. During that process, we'll also deal with if they bring other things into play, how you can best utilize them. Now, what I can say is, regardless of whatever stimulus package your country uh, generated for their citizens, what we can be rest assured of is that the country that has the best stimulus package, or the countries, will be the ones that rebound the fastest. Now, don't forget, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Felicia Boyle Bazard. I will be going for the rest of the subtopics. I'll be going live every day, Tuesday to Saturday, from 11 a.m. So please inbox me your questions after the video and we can dissect them the next day. Or please ask during the video and I'll see them pop up and try to answer them during the session. Now, the stimulus package, we need to figure out what stimulus packages your various countries established for you. I'm using the term stimulus package lightly, but it's anything that your government has announced which is expected to assist you financially. And for the purpose of this video, I will be looking at things that the Bahamas has announced. But by all means, make sure you go to the newspapers in Guyana, Barbados, Trinidad, wherever you sit, so that you can be better informed as to what your specific government announced and how you're able to benefit from this. Now, the areas that we'll be dealing with over the remainder of the week would be central bank. So, items that the central bank has since announced, the National Insurance Board. So, some of you some countries call it NIS, some call it NIB, national insurance. The SBDC, so Small Business Development Center. So, some countries would have areas where the government stipulate to help assist small businesses. In the Bahamas, it's called the Small Business Development Center, and this is specifically geared towards small, micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. So we'll also look at the Ministry of Finance, what the Ministry of Finance has announced. And then last but not least, we'll look at self-adjustments which we need to make as individuals, or if you're a small business, things that we need to make, adjustments that we should make to our budget and our finances to ensure that we survive this time. So now, so far, the central bank has announced deferred or deferral of loan payments. So that's based on what I've read thus far. That's the main thing that the central bank has announced. Hopefully, we will see them announcing a drop in the prime rate. So that is something that we will discuss further on Tuesday. Um, Both the deferral of loan payments as well as a prospective drop in the rates, and we can look at other things that the central bank can possibly do. On Wednesday, we'll look at the national insurance. What is the national insurance doing for us? Unemployment benefits, sickness benefits due to COVID 19, government funded unemployment assistance for self employed persons from tourism. We know that our main product is tourism in the Bahamas. And then on Thursday, we will go on to SBDC, so the Small Business Development Center, their business continuity program. And you might want to look up what they offer before the session, and that is accelerated. So accessaccelerator.org. So accessaccelerator.org. You want to go and check out what they offer, and we can discuss it on Thursday. And regular business grants and loans, things that they already offer even before COVID 19, which we can possibly take advantage of. On Friday, we will deal with the Ministry of Finance. So far, I haven't seen much. I know they were in direct coordination with the central bank, but specifically as it relates to will there be a deadline extension for VAT payment, or will there be exemptions on things that we bring in, food items, whatever the case is, some sort of tax breaks. Those are the things that we should look out for, and hopefully we see them, and so we can better dissect. Now, self adjustments. On Saturday, and I left this specifically for last because after we would have implemented all these other things that we mentioned prior, we need to get into how can we, and we should go through this throughout the course, how can we better achieve financial stability during this time by looking at the budget that we created, by looking at our financial position that we established. How can we possibly seize the opportunity and add more income to our top line, and thus helping our bottom line better. Um, so if we can get into our homework, I need you to, for the rest of the week, I would like for you to go to your government websites, look at your local newspapers to see exactly what your country offers, so that you can possibly send me the links so we can discuss it. We can have a nice discussion on them and see which one suits you best. You know, what works for you, because some things may not work for you, may not work for me, but they'll work for you, or vice versa. Just one thing before we go, just please make sure that you relook at your financial position, relook at your budget. This should be a rolling item for you. So every week, you relook at your budget just to make sure that you're staying on course, that you're adjusting where you need to adjust, and so that we can have a good, at least, platform to survive this thing. Now, take good care until we see you again. Make sure that you put your health first, but secondly, make sure your finances are well on the way to a great financial time, or at least being able to survive this time. Thank you very much, and I will see you on Tuesday.